Kathleen Donovan says a week ago she saw this UFO above her home in Kent.
It just moved all over the place. You know, sometimes it went out of range and then it would be back in range and then it would change colour and then it would get bigger and then it would get smaller.
Her husband grabbed his camera and filmed the orb, for which they maintain there is no explanation.
If the MoD is keeping quiet, they shouldn't be allowed to go away with it.
Kathleen's obsession with whether or not we are alone isn't unusual, so a fourth set of newly declassified documents about UFOs will be scrutinised by scientists and fanatics alike. Amongst the 4,000 pages, previously unseen documents relating to Britain's Roswell. 1980, Rendlesham Forest near RAF Woodbridge, Suffolk. The witnesses, 3 US airmen on patrol. The report from the Deputy Base Commander, Colonel Charles Holt, details what they saw. The object was described as being metallic in appearance and triangular in shape, approximately 2 to 3 metres across the base and approximately 2 metres high. It illuminated the entire forest with white light. The object itself had a pulsing red light on top and a bank of blue lights underneath. The object was hovering or on legs. When approached, it disappeared through the trees. In a previously unseen letter, 5 years after the sighting, a former head of the Armed Services wrote to the then Defence Secretary Michael Heseltine, urging him to demonstrate a more serious concern over the incident, and commented, "There is evidence that British airspace and territory are vulnerable to unwarranted intrusion to a disturbing degree."
I've spoken to some of the military witnesses. One of them described getting close enough to this thing when it was on the ground. He said he touched the side, he saw symbols on its hull, which he said were a little bit like Egyptian hieroglyphs, so who knows.
Another report details an account by 2 young boys who ran terrified to a police station in Staffordshire. They wept as they sketched an alien with a lemon-shaped head and recounted its words, "We want you, come with us." The files span 15 years, but it's noticeable that most of the sightings were between 1993 and 1996. That was when The X-Files was a huge hit and Independence Day was a blockbuster at the cinema. Coincidence, or had we had our imaginations tickled? We'll probably never know. Ursula Errington, Sky News.